What up, it's Twinkie77. Since you already know what it is, let's get it started, y'all. Now, as you can see by the gameplay in the background, well, this is from the live stream, guys, that I did last night. For those of you that tuned in, I appreciate y'all coming in there, commenting, being interactive with your boy. I appreciate it. But we had some fun last night. I was in here with some of my crew. We're actually trying out the survival in this clip. I'm gonna show you guys some clips from multiplayer. We played Team Deathmatch, HQ. And what we played Ground War, and then we played, I want to say one more game mode. Oh, we played the realistic game mode. And y'all, I got the opinions of all that, and I'm gonna tell you guys if the game is actually worth getting. So for starters, I'm gonna point out some good. For starters, the graphics. You got to give it to the graphics, guys. It looks great. I play on the PS4 Pro. I'm shooting at the best quality possible. At the best quality possible. I know it can go to 4K, but if you don't have 4K TV, it doesn't really matter. But still, graphics are nice. The sound of every gun is just on point, guys. It's great. The sound engine is, man, it's amazing. I will say, well, I'm just continuing with the good. The good, I'm trying to think of what else I could say about it. I will say survival was fun. It was hilarious. The random stuff that was happening, man, I will say this. The amount of damage that they do is kind of like, it's like, damn, you get caught, in a bad spot, it's pretty much over with, but all in all, survival was the most fun part out of the whole game, to be honest with you. But other than survival and multiplayer, I like multiplayer. It was nice, a lot of guys were like damn near ranked 20 something already. That was pretty much it. The maps, I mean, that's pretty much all the good I really got to say about it, honestly. Not to leave it like that, but other than the graphics, the sound, I like the gunplay. It didn't seem like it was always a random ass battle. It was pretty much, okay, even if you shot first, it depends on where you shot them. Headshots are pretty consistent in the game. So, I'll give it that. But now on to the bad. The bad, guys, the maps. The maps is one thing. Everywhere you go, you have to check the corner. You have to check every damn near nook and cranny in every map. The only problem I had, when I first got on, I'm trying to learn the maps. I'm trying to learn where everybody's going to be camping. Because people camped their ass off in this game. Even in survival, you'll have guys that are in sniping position and they're shooting you. And you won't know where they're shooting from. You got to find, don't get me wrong, the radar you can see from time to time. You won't see every enemy on there, But just in multiplayer, it's a camp fest. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Hopefully, when you're actually getting in a game where people are actually kind of running and gunning, if it's one or two campers, okay, cool. But it's terrible though. The amount of campers. It's even worse in Ground War. Ground War, if you don't get a tank, if your tank isn't beating out the other tanks, or you don't get in the best sniping position, y'all, I couldn't even see. I knew where they were shooting me from, but I couldn't see them from where I was spawning at. There's only like 3 or 4 Ground War maps. Every time I spawned in, maybe like in the middle of the map, it was at least 2 or 3 snipers already aiming at me. And they're like sitting on top of the hill, and there's only like 2 ways up the hill. And then not to mention there was a tank on top of the hill shooting from up there. So Ground War might not be my go-to, to be honest with you. Like I said, I've heard 402 Thunder talk about it. It's pretty much Battlefield with kill streaks, and it is. Like I said, the tanks and shit is overpowering at times. If your tank don't spawn in and you got somebody that knows what they're doing in the tank on the other team, it's going to be hell for you. Other than on Ground War, realistic. I think it's realism. Realism, man. It's a camp fest beyond any other. Let me explain, and you guys are going to see it in the clip. They all hid in one building. I don't even know if they were all in the same party or not, but they all hid in the same building. You had to open up the door because they had all the doors closed, and they're waiting on the other side of the door. Not like as soon as you open, there they are. They're on either the left or the right side, and there's always 2 or 3 waiting by the door. So it's like you can't do shit. They're constantly spamming their kill streaks because you can't get to them. With how you have to open up doors. Now, don't get me wrong. If you could peek through the door, that would be a little bit better, I guess. But it's a struggle in realism because guys are going to camp. You don't know where they're shooting you from. You know, it's ridiculous. Realism isn't one that I played hardcore on every game or every Call of Duty, but this one I don't think I'll be able to be honest with you, because guys will sit there and camp the entire game, get their kill streaks, and they're just racking up the kills. Like they'll literally sit in one spot, y'all. It's terrible. But I'm not blaming Modern Warfare for that, but I'm just saying it's tough. It's tough. I'm trying to think about each game mode that we played. Team Deathmatch. Team Deathmatch was fun. You still got some campers, but it was at least, how should I say, more enjoyable because you had a decent amount of people. But on maps like that are like big maps, it's tough. You know, it's tough to try to run around and find people because, like I said, it's so many places you can hide. In certain places, you can't see them until you're already in the building. Like that's how. Don't get me wrong. I understand it's shadows in the game, and you know, they actually worked on that with the sunlight and how it reflects in houses and things like that. I understand it. That's realistic. But what I am saying is also, it's certain times you can't see anybody because of how dark it is in the room. Like, they're shooting you and you can't see them. You're just seeing where the bullets are coming from, but you can't see them. So, I mean, it's tough out there. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's tough. It is a fun game. I enjoyed myself. The only thing was really the campers. And then, hopefully, I go back to this clip where we were playing against the Juggernaut. Y'all, the Juggernaut in survival is no fucking joke. Like, damn. Usually, in, you know, the older call, let's say Modern Warfare 3, because that's the one I really kind of got into first. And I love the survival on there. The Juggernaut, you know, it made it fun. He got harder each round. You used to be able to kill the Juggernaut with a light machine gun, maybe 3/4 of the magazine into his head, you know, along with somebody else. You should be good. Hell no. I emptied the entire magazine on him. Like, all headshots. 100 rounds, y'all. This man was just sitting there hitting you with the gun. Now, when he hit you with that minigun, man, he does hella damage. But I will say this, though. It is fun. Don't get me wrong, it is definitely enjoyable. I loved playing the survival. Survival, like I said, is the best game mode on here to me. But just to touch on some more multiplayer, I talked about the realism. I talked about ground war. I talked about team deathmatch. HQ was fun. It's just you gotta have a good squad. I'll keep it like that. HQ is one of those game modes. You need a good squad to know how to fish out people, because you know, anybody that's played HQ, pretty much you got to hold a spot for a certain amount of time, and you get kills. I believe it's as you get kills, or as long as you're sitting there on the headquarters spot, you're getting points. So, you know, it's just a way of fishing them out, you know, because it was tough going against the team because I think it was a 6-man squad. They were just in there holding it down. That's the best way of putting it. It was fun, though. I will say that. HQ and Team Deathmatch and Survival are probably the best game modes on here that I really, really enjoyed. And, like, just have fun. Even though, like, you guys, there's going to be campers in every map. But I would just say, you know, you gotta swing with the punches. You know, that's what's gonna come with it. You got guys that actually get enjoyment of sitting there the entire game, picking people off as they're coming by, not necessarily running the gun. I don't see the enjoyment in that, but hey, that's no. I'm trying to think, what else did we play? But guys, if I had to rate the game as it is right now, because as it's sitting, there's only 3 survival maps. I only played on 2. I was told by my friend Jakeem when we were playing that it's 3, but we only got a chance to play on 2, and we played maybe 3 or 4 survival things, and it wouldn't let us pick the maps either. I don't know why. I'm just not sure. But I would say where it's sitting now, there's 3 maps on survival. There's the ground war, I believe, only has 3 or 4 maps. You know, team deathmatch, they had a decent amount of maps. But if I had to give it a number on the game and where it sits now, out of 10, I would give it, honestly, I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. A solid 7. With some more tweaks and more things that they add, like more maps, some more game modes. You know, not to say that they don't have a lot, but they got a decent amount of game modes. They add some more, add some variety to it. The selection of guns is nice. I like the selection of guns, but I'll give it a 7. I have to give it a 7. To make it better, like I said, they add more maps. Yeah, I'll be cool with that. More survival maps. I would say exclusive survival maps. I'm not sure if they do that, but exclusive survival maps, man, I'll be all for it, man. You can play up to 4 players just with survival, because remember, MW3 you can only do 2 with survival. But yeah, guys, that's my final thing on it. You know, you could do up to 4 players on survival, and I get a game, like I said, a 7 out of 10. Would I recommend you guys buying it full price, $59? Yeah, the stock game, $59. I would recommend it, yes, but I would not recommend the what is it? The second, they got 2 other editions. One I know for sure is like $79. Don't buy that bullshit. You ain't, no. It's not worth it. But $59 is definitely a $60 purchase. It's worth the hype. At least getting it. I had pre-ordered it to try the beta out and stuff like that. But yeah, I give it its credit, guys. It was fun. Definitely, like I said, survival team deathmatch HQ is really where I had most of my fun. You're gonna have to deal with the camp fest a little bit, or at least to the point where you get used to the maps and you know where guys will most likely camp. But that's pretty much all I got to say, guys. I'll drop this video for you. And I'm trying to set up a live stream, more often live stream schedule. How I'm going to do it is I'm going to try to stream every Saturday for you guys. Every Saturday. Probably around 7 or so, maybe later on. Or excuse me, Friday leading into Saturday. So we're going to probably go like all night with it. You know what I'm saying? Look for me either Friday at 7, a little bit later in Friday, maybe at 11, or we're going to do it Saturday. One of the two, guys. Friday or Saturday. I would usually post a quick video, maybe 10-15 seconds like I did yesterday. Pretty much posting when I'm going to go live. That's the best way for me to do it. I'm not sure how to do it on the community post yet. So, you know, if you guys know, just let me know. But until next time, it's between 7 and 7, man. I'm out. Peace.